So, guten Tag, der Chris hat schon geschrieben, dass er soweit ist, da können wir auch starten. Ja, 6-3, 5-4, beide Teams sind ein Arsch, sozusagen. Es geht um alles, von der 11. Season. Ja, läuft nicht so gut bei beiden, würde ich sagen. Und Chris hat geschrieben auf mein Go. Da können wir starten. So, Chris kommt zur Lobby. Nächstes schwere Gegner. Ich will zu Hause komplett grün jetzt spielen. Nicht Custom, nicht Current Color Rush, Current Alternative Classic auch nicht. Das will ich komplett in grün halten. Ich hab Bock auf den grün zu spielen. So, weil es ein bisschen läuft. Heute. Bin ich mal gespannt.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL.
So, Lambeau Field.
Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field.
Nicht zu 25.
The 25-yard line. Play action, he'll set up to throw.
Schön.
They go sideline and he
Schön.
stays in
Chris.
bounds. Got the feet down in
Nicht schön
time.
für uns.
It's a first down. That one good for 29.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as
Ja, bitte
he's better than your
nicht.
guy. We're going to just keep giving him a chance. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Tight end going in motion here. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Barkley has fumbled.
Fumble von Saquon Barkley. Das hat man funktioniert, Mann.
A lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Come on, set. Yellow.
Here's our first carry for their
Ein Yard, wo es für Minus-Yard sein sollten. Vielleicht sollten sie es nicht mit Kills spielen.
getting in there to make the play.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
A second down throw for Love. That one caught and Matthews rolled it.
Golden.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Black. Net. Hut.
On play action. Love. He's going to let this one go deep to the end
Das war zu
zone.
viel
It's
Risiko.
intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean.
Das war zu viel Risiko.
Eagles force the turnover. They'll take
Warum?
over at
Weiß
the
ich nicht.
27-yard line.
Viel Risiko. Dumm.
It's not
Einfach nur
often,
dumm.
Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley.
Barkley mit 3 Yards.
For about 3 yards. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3.
Moment, also viel gemacht.
And 7.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now from the gun. That's into the hands of McMillan on the slant. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And in motion is Brown. Now on 3rd
Oh.
they'll try and throw for it.
Hat keiner da abgepasst auf den.
But good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run the toss to Barkley. And they'll move this one down.
So, komm, warte noch Yards auf der Yards auf der Yards.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
Die sind dran schuld.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And
Der steht! Boah, Alter, come on, Alter! Dass das kein Additional Grounding ist, tut mir leid, Alter.
nice example there, Mike.
Der steht in der Pocket, innerhalb der Pocket, schmeißt den scheiß verfickten Ball weg. Meine Güte, ey.
That ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. He'll drop to
Ah. Oh, warum bin ich da nicht mitgelaufen? Das war doch mein Spieler, Blatt. Was ist los mit mir, Mann?
way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Quinshawn Judkins. And he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They put Wilson in motion. Back to throw. They try to work the screen with Scatterboo. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Drill green. Come on, stop, ready.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Glück gehabt,
And they'll be
dass
set
ihr das nicht kriegt.
up past the 40 with that one. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll run it.
Oi, 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 oi.
Big opening.
Oi, 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 oi.
And he will go all
Chris könnte mindestens generieren, aber daneben gesprungen.
touchdown. Number 11 on the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Brown now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30.
Okay, okay.
He'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
Wieder ist der hat.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Oh mein Gott, Gott sei Dank daneben.
Out in front. It is incomplete. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Berringer to punt. And back deep is Marvin Mims.
Ist gepannt von der 8.
Pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 8-yard line.
Set, ready. Watch out now. 6:33. Yellow. Hut.
On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd.
Das war nur ein guter
He's gonna
Lauf.
be taken down up around the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Ready?
Love to throw it on first down.
Ich hab Knöpfe vertauscht.
Incomplete. They couldn't
Ich hab Knöpfe vertauscht. Das schon das war wieder fragen. Aber nein.
So after one, it's the Packers on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Ready! Set!
Going back to
Falsche Richtung. Geht um 9.
here. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
Steal! Black! Come on, set! Black 40! Ready!
Out of the shotgun. It's Love.
Blöd, versuch mal zu springen irgendwas. Schäden, blöd, Reed nach
Jaden
mir.
Reed was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away. And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds.
Their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive.
Alter, wie du da dazwischen kam, meine
To
Güte.
the 38-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
16 yards. First down, Eagles.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up.
Intercept von Highsmith.
They got him. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, in there to drop him as he registers sack number 4 on the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
19 tight. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw.
Unter
Pass
18.
here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Und 4 ist auch illegal ausgespielt.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup.
Ja, das ist sau guter Punt, meine Güte. Von der
Trying for
5.
the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done.
Striker! 3, let's go! Black, 95! Ready?
Drive will start on the ground. Room up the sideline to the 20. Inside the 40.
Ja, wegzieht, das ist nicht gut.
Inside the 10. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way.
Jamie Guzman.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Bis jetzt. Ja, wie immer eigentlich. Jamie Guzman. Wenn der gutes Spiel hat,
One of those breathtaking plays, taking it
sich
the
nicht spaßen muss,
distance, coast to
dann
coast.
läuft's gut.
A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll pick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
McMillan, the man in motion. They'll come out throwing
Ah.
to start the drive. His throw
Könnten
was
sich entscheiden zwischen dem.
and he's got it
Und
to the
der Ryan Beer.
35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
13 yards.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On second down, it's Judkins. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Ah,
He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. And even 30 yards. First and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Just shy of the 10. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
McMillan comes in motion. On the handoff. This is
Bewegung.
not much there. Maybe
Bei
a
dem
yard.
Snap.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On third down, they'll set up to throw.
Oh, das war Verdrücker.
Intercepted.
Das war hundertprozentiger Verdrücker, so ein Pass. Hätte ich jetzt nicht spielen dürfen.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Ready. Set.
They'll begin here.
Ja, ich gleich in die Mitte laufen können.
Just a short game.
He's brought down at the 28.
from the 20. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set, hut. Red, cycle, 45. White. Ready?
From the gun, it's Love.
Und First Down, Gott sei Dank.
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
62 blaster. Come on, set. Hey, green. Set.
Love gonna give it to Lloyd. And they bring him down, but not until the
Nice good.
45-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds.
Ich würde aber natürlich wieder dieser junge Mann.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Fight, 90, 60 red. 60 red.
They run out of the gun, and here's Lloyd. They'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 21-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Set. 52 blue.
To throw is Love.
Oh my God.
2nd down throw is incomplete.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
3rd down, they need 5.
Here we go. Striker, 3-3. Hut.
On 3rd down, here's Lloyd.
Ich darf lieber das Spiel hören, dass ich davor ausgewählt habe.
They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half.
It's 4th down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Packers going to open up a 17-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Brown now to return it. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. To throw here to begin the drop. A dive and a catch. Incredible. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball looking and they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Oh my God, blöd.
Second as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple yards short of a 1st down. That's a pickup of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
1st and
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Incomplete.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll be second and goal. Back to the air one more time.
Incomplete.
A look to the end zone and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And it's going to bring it to third and goal.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down.
Oh, a huge mistake.
На тутути, блядь.
It is intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal.
And in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with something.
So we reached the intermission. It was been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
תפדימי את הקרוב לך בשליש מתגרשת, אלי, חזק.
Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Come on, set. Blue 32.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
Open man is Reed. He's
Unter 2.
was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Down. Red. Ready.
From the gun on third down, it's Love.
Durch die Mitte.
Taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to
Sandwich.
It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
A big gainer for Green Bay. 33 yards.
At the 12-yard line.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Throwing is Love. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
Ja, jetzt hat den Pass
He'll be taken down
auf
rather
Riesling.
swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
60 reps. Ready?
On 2nd down, they'll run. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
45. White. Light blue. Set.
Ah, das war...
They work this out wide for Moore. And he's going to be taken down short.
Das war falsch gelesen, aber keine Ahnung, was hier jetzt gerade abgeht, Alter. Ohne Witz.
4th down decision.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were the guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Brown now to return it.
Mutiger Sprung.
Mark him at the 22-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
Ah,
Got his receiver on the incline.
ich hab die Knüssen.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll look to throw. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw.
Completion,
Pass taken in by the
aber
tight end.
nur wert.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
And in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Ah, oh. Alter, bombastisch, Mann.
Out of bounds, and it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done.
Blaster, ready. Fight, white, blue, 32, 6, mega.
Love to throw it on first down.
Ah,
And that is
Matthew Golden, Jobana.
He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And that will lead to a second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
Handoff here, up the middle.
2 yards.
Nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
A third down, we're trying to get it on the ground. They get 18 on that.
Jimmy Guzman.
Good for a Green Bay first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
Right back to him on first down. Tough to bring down. Somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
4-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 10 black. Set.
Love.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dat was zo blind.
Screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Look.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one and they let him off the hook.
Down. 52 blue. Hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his man, right side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10.
That's Green Jack. Black 40. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play.
That's
throw it
nice, huh?
away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So often we see quarterbacks get themselves in trouble when you move the pocket towards the sideline. It really takes away half of the field. So give credit. He doesn't try to throw back across his body, put the ball in harm's way. Just simply throws this ball out of bounds and lives for the next play.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
13 yards.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Packers.
First down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what
That's
they
the
do,
goal line,
they
bled.
have no answers whatsoever.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Black. Next time.
A handoff as they try to run it.
2 yards.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball right on the
At
50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready. 60. Ready.
They'll go play action with Love. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate
No.
just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Green.
Now Love.
Das war zu früh, Valera Blitz.
Incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been.
Aj, jobana. Scheiß Band.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Tight end motioning left. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down.
Cheaty.
A pickup of 7.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both running and
Das
passing.
passiert immer noch
His
nicht.
5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll look to throw. The open man is Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. McMillan, the man in motion. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right.
Minus Yard.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Und Schiss ist jetzt aufgeschnitten.
By his tight end, and he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches.
Oh, da stand einer.
And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Big Ed Oliver in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. They'll run the draw. And they go backwards here again. The defense stands tall, and it's 4th down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Und die 20 dürfen wir starten.
Packers take over first and 10.
Okay, ready?
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Ready, ready. 50, cut.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Down. Yellow, 43. Stay.
Alter, minus Yard.
And not much there.
Ich sehe jetzt eigentlich
The
den
original
Jimmy
line.
diesmal
No gain
wegbringen.
on that one.
Macht keinen Sinn, den
This
jetzt
play,
auf dem
Mike,
Feld
was
zu
clearly
haben.
about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Cut, cut.
From the gun, it's Love.
Und nachher entschieden, nö, ich werf nicht. Heute nicht mehr. Es reicht.
Jalen Carter. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, on comes the Packers punting team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Lambert Smith to return it. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Right away, they'll set up to throw. There's a screen set up for Judkins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going.
And he'll be taken down. They got him.
Wird ja ein knapper Sieg.
50-yard line.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that second down sack. Now, if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
That's out wide to Judkins. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
It came up a little bit short there on third down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter.
Wir
There's
wollen mit
really
dem
no
Second
choice
das kann
but to go
abnehmen.
for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Go! Victory formation here. As he's down
Adios,
20.
amigos.
Noch nicht.
Kniest du?
Ja.
Second and 11.
Adiosos, amigos. Es war mir eine Ehre. Er hat jetzt mal gewonnen, Tschüssikowski.
Mal gewonnen.
So,
Ein knappes
a
Spiel.
win for the Packers. They're able to erase
Hat an der
the
Grenze.
from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Looked like a different group here as they respond
GG.
with a solid
That's
victory.
it.
Ah, ja, adieu.
And that'll do it for my
Man
partner
hat ein
Greg
bisschen
Olson.
geistig am
For our
Arsch.
entire team, I'm Mike Therese.
Ich habe was gefunden, was
This
mir
has
nicht so
been a
behagt.
presentation of the NFL
Ich bin fast
on EA Sports.
ohnmächtig
The Packers
geworden.
are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.